name is Angela and welcome to my channel where you can find essentially reviews of Japanese doramas and movies. This first review is going to be about Kaito Yamaneko and I hope you like it. If the names Samurai High School, Death Note, Crowd Zero and Crowd Zero 2 are familiar, it's because you had the opportunity to watch some of the best TV shows and movies from Japan. And this year, director Yuichi Inomata and screenwriter Shogo Muto, the man behind those titles, joined forces to create one more masterpiece full of action, drama and comedy. Kaito Yamaneko, or The Mysterious Yamaneko, aired in January on NTV and follows Yamaneko, a man who devotes his time to unmask corrupt companies and individuals. However, his actions hide a mysterious past. Kaito Yamaneko will immediately catch your attention with its first scene packed with action. The protagonist is presented to us through a flashback, in which we see him be beaten up and taken to an execution camp. On the way there, the man manages to escape and return to Japan, where he meets Shugo Sekimoto, the man who's helping him take down Yuki Tenmei. Yet, the soldier inside him, guided by the teachings of Bushido, is just one of his masks. The world knows him as Yamaneko, the mysterious thief, who investigates and exposes corrupted companies like the Shining Peace. Unlike the soldier, the thief has a more funny and relaxed personality, a mask hiding the thirst for revenge that truly motivates him. By his side we find Rikako Osho, Mao Takasugi, Hideo Katsumura, Shugo Sekimoto, among other minor characters. On the other side of the coins we have the police, where we find the young detective Sakura and Inui, the vicious and violent detective. All these characters possess an unique personality and are true to their ideologies and principles. For instance, Hideo remains an assassin even after Yamaneko tries to bring him to the good side. Also, just like Yamaneko, they all hide a mystery which renews the narrative and keeps it interesting. By interconnecting the characters, Kaito Yamaneko conveys the idea that the show is one continued narrative in spite of being essentially episodic. Aside from the characters, we encounter some elements that might turn Kaito Yamaneko into one of the best shows of this year. Such elements are Easter eggs and the breaking of the fourth wall, a concept used to describe the situation where a character interacts with the audience. Among the Easter eggs we found references to writers, mangaka, musicians and franchises like Star Wars, Mission Impossible, V for Vendetta and Mickey Mouse. And if you enjoy watching doramas, you might find interesting one more moment with actress Maki Yorikita, in which implies Yamaneko knows he's an actor in a parallel universe. The scene starts when Yamaneko passes by Maki and decides to greet her with a gesture used by the characters of Nobuta Wo Produce. The girl, confused, returns the greeting and murmurs that the gesture seems familiar, although she doesn't know why. Moments later, Hideo asks Yamaneko if he knows the girl, and the protagonist answers by saying it's an old story. Yamaneko is also the one that keeps breaking the fourth wall, emphasizing the idea that he knows he is a character. One example of this behavior happens in the episode Yamaneko Can Speak, giving him no other choice but to use cards to communicate with Hideo. The two of them argue violently until Shugo appears and asks if they can discuss the recent events. At this moment, Yamaneko turns to the camera a card reading yes, without showing it to either Shugo nor Hideo. One more moment, among many others, happens when Rikako asks Yamaneko how he knew Ouroboros would be at the hospital, and the character, while looking to the camera, answers that's something for the next week. Going now into the editing and cinematography, they are both amazing, especially in the way they work together with the narrative. While speaking about the editing, is worth mentioning the use of the vertigo effect in moments of tension and the use of manga to illustrate flashbacks. For instance, Shugo uses manga to illustrate to the group how he managed to keep the police away from Yamaneko while he was stealing the Shining Pieces vault. As for the cinematography, the moment that captured my attention the most happens when Mao and Yamaneko are at Mao's house. The young girl has just found her father murdered her mother and is now contemplating suicide. Both argue violently and in the end, Mao manages to forgive herself and find in Yamaneko's group a place she can belong to. In the beginning the image is really dark and cold, turning lighter and warmer as Mao distances herself from the negativity in her life. In spite of all this, Kaito Yamaneko also contains some elements that I really didn't like. The first one is the recurring use of fake skeletons in truly emotional scenes, completely taking me away from the moments. The other one is the fact that Yamaneko keeps being himself for comedy purposes. The problem is that this gimmick is used so often that quickly becomes repetitive and ridiculous. In the end, Kaito Yamaneko is a really good show for people that love drama, comedy and action, and to me it completely conquers a 9 out of 10. So this was my first review, I hope you liked it, and see you next time.